Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good day, everyone. Today, let me continue the explanations of your project of what actually the project of this research. That is a project-based task for the research methods on ELT. Like I told you last week about what you're gonna do in this project as a final task of your of this course, that is to fill in the or to fill the tables I have shown you last time or last week. And today again, I would like to show you and to remind you that what you're gonna do with the project. But today it's about the task divisions or group division. Well, we have actually learned the theories of previous weeks, and now we come to focus on the project that is expected that we have the prints of the proof that we have conducted the program. So this program is actually still the same last time. As the supplementary materials, after you see the materials I attach in the Elumac, and let's have a look at what you're gonna do. Okay, so what you're gonna do in the okay, I remind you again that there are two research questions or two things you're gonna answer. The first one is what kind of research methods are commonly applied in ELT, English Language Studies. So the focus here is English Language Studies for the last 10 years. So remember, only for the last 10 years articles you're gonna read. And then the second one is how do these kinds of research methods appropriate to achieve the defined goals? Actually, after you identify, you list, you rank, and then you analyze how do these kinds of research methods are operated. Okay, I mean the procedures of these kinds of research methods applied in the ELT for the last 10 years. So these two research questions, I hope that could guide you to go to the final part. Okay, so to answer these questions, I hope that you could go on searching the articles. So the source of journal articles, many sources of platforms. The first one is you can go directly to the Google search, like Google Cendekia or Google Scholars. Type the keywords. Later on, I'll show you the keywords. So type the keywords, and then you go on searching the Google on the Google Scholar. And then after that, if you do not find any articles which is related to in the platform like in the Google Scholars, so you can go on to the second option, like you can go on through the Science Direct. So in the Science Direct, the same, you open through the Google through the Google, and then you type there the Science Direct. In the Science Direct, you just there is the column or the spaces that you could write the keywords. And then the third platform or the third one is that you could go on searching in the e-purposeness. Most of the articles or books shared in the e-purposeness Indonesian publications, but reputable articles and books. And then next you could go to the fourth one. You could search the articles you like to search in the Taylor and Francis online. So in the Taylor and Francis online, you could type the same like in the Google Scholar, says directly purposeness, and then in Taylor and Francis online, type the keywords. And then also in a ResearchGate. So ResearchGate also you could type search the publisher name or even the journal name or the author's names or the keywords of your focus of the article that you're gonna search. And some more articles that you could search in the platforms. Okay, so those platforms are So in these platforms, you could search even millions articles. But here is the focus. Like I told you last week, is that 20 articles only, right? All right. So let me tell you that the focus of the keywords of you're gonna search on their platform is that there are 7 keyword skills. The first one is listening, the second one is speaking, and then the third one is reading, and then the fourth one is writing, and then next is pronunciation, and then the sixth one is grammar, and the last one is vocabulary. So there are only 7 main skills you're gonna search as the focus of your answering the research methods applied in ELT for the last 10 years. But remember, again, there are sub keywords. Okay, the sub keywords here is that there are 3. So out of the 7 main keywords, there are 3 sub keywords. The first one is online learning, and the second one is social media, and the third one is digital technology. So when you are in a group of listening, for example, you don't you have to follow type, for example, you type in Taylor and Francis online, type the listening there. So listening skills in online learning or in social media or through the digital technology. Okay, or teaching or learning, listening through online learning, social media, and digital technology. So if you find in the articles, the title of the articles consisted of the one main keyword and 2 or 3 or 1 or 2 or 3 sub keywords, that you choose the article. So that could be your references. But then if it's only consisted of one keyword like listening, but you don't have any other sub keywords, so skip it. So you may search more articles which is consisting of the 3 sub keywords. Okay, so 7 main keywords and 3 sub keywords. Okay, so let's have a look at here, because I have actually have a list of your names in the ALUMAC. Like last week we talked about these, and we talk about we're gonna make the group division, so more clearer group divisions, group division. So here I have 4 main keywords of skills, like listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And remember, the following the sub keywords is that online learning, social media, and digital technology. So here, every group, like listening, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Most of the groups consist of 6 members, and the rest are sometimes the rest slide is one, I guess, one skill consists of 5 group member only. But here in this slide, have a look at here. So in listening group is that Agus Kirana Isma from Universitas Muhammadiyah Bulukumba, and then we'll collaborate with Aisyah Kidria Ningsi and from Universitas Muhammadiyah Kendari, and then Andika Zulham Wahyudi from Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera, and then Arni Nasira from Universitas Muhammadiyah Bulukumba, Rizka Amelianti, and Trisna Jagang from Universitas Muhammadiyah Kendari. So in one group, there consists of 1 or 2 universities because of this program. Like this program is the outcome of the MOU of this university. So Universitas Muhammadiyah Bulukumba, Muhammadiyah Kendari, and Muhammadiyah Sumatera. All right, so here is the, okay, so the first group is listening. So here you have a look at your name here. So you're gonna do more. So I I suggest you to make a group or WhatsApp group so you could do the group collaborations or group work cooperatively, or you could actually also talk in our group WhatsApp group. So because we have the group WhatsApp, right? And then maybe we could have a discussion in the Elumak, and maybe next week we're gonna have a look at or the progress of your list of the articles. Maybe we could have the Zoom meeting, yeah, the face-to-face Zoom meeting next week. And then in the speaking, we have members of the group are Astrid Febriana Karim, Ayu Asnita, Eka Setiawati, Emma Sulistiani, Seilan Dwi Putri, and Syahrianti. In the group reading group, here is the members are Erpina, Hikmatul Jannah, Idriani, Ika Aryani, Sinar, and Siti Nurhalisa. And then in the writing group, so there are also 6 members here. So Jumria Milana Latif, Kusbianto Robayu Aji, and Laude Alfandi, Muhammad Ilham, Srinelan Utari, and Tetriani. Okay, since this class consisted of 40 more group students, so I have actually the next slides. But before I come up with the next slides, let me tell you again that if you are in a listening group, for example, you type in a platforms like I show you in a second slide, the following sub keywords like listening, teaching listening through in the online through online learning or learning English listening through the social media, or learning teaching listening through digital technology. And then you're gonna have the results or list of results of articles which is in that focus. So you're gonna review 20 journal articles in the ELT English language teaching focus for the last 10 years to find out the most used research methods applied, whether it is a qualitative, quantitative, mixed method, and or action research. And then you're gonna refer to tables, or the table form I showed you last week, and I actually have attached in the Elumak, and then you can fill in the tables. And then after actually you list, so maybe this explanation I will explain more in the next coming weeks. I'm going to have a look at your, after you list the articles, and there are some things that you're gonna list there, like the references, the main problems, or the problems of the research methods used, the important results, and the conclusions. And then you're gonna transfer the informations listed in the tables through the paragraphs into a paper. Like you're gonna write about 4 to 5 paragraphs of introduction, and then you come up with the conceptual research topics with the minimum count, word count is 2,500 words, and then you come up with the one paragraph of research conclusions. And don't forget, in writing the references, you have to follow the APA style writing of citing and also referencing. The same for main skills like listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Now have a look at here. There are also members of groups in pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. So in the pronunciation, there are members here like Nadia Salsa Nabila Silalahi from Universitas Muhammadiyah Bulukumba, and then Nirmawati Noranchandrani, Nurfadila Rema, Sri Adinda from Universitas Muhammadiyah Kendari, and Yuni Kartika from Universitas Muhammadiyah Bulukumba. And then in the grammar group, here we have Nurhija Diali, and then Nur Hijra, then Nurul Sakila, Faisal, and Wade Nur Agustin. We have one member from Universitas Muhammadiyah Bulukumba, Nur Sakila, in a grammar, and the rest are from Universitas Muhammadiyah Kendari. And then last group, the 7th group, is about vocabulary group. We have 6 members: Priyatna Sugiyarti, Purnama Indah, Rahmat Hidayat Saputra, Rifka Nurul Afla, Winangsari, and Yuyun Asriani Aprilia. Remember again that each of your skill focus should be followed by the sub keywords: online learning. The second one is social media, and the third one is digital technology. The same explanation to the previous slides, like in the listening, speaking, reading, and writing. You're gonna also review or list and rank the 20 articles in ELT for the last 10 years. So you're gonna list and rank which are the most used research methods in pronunciation for the last 10 years, and then which of research methods are most applied in grammar or teaching or learning grammar through online learning, whether the qualitative, quantitative, action research, or mixed method. And but remember, there is actually so these approaches, 4 main approaches, consisted of methods, and then you're gonna write there. Okay. Okay, so I guess that's all. But before actually, I hope that's clear. The group members of each 7 group members: listening, speaking, reading, and writing, also pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. And 7 groups. I hope that it's clear for the division. If you have any further questions, you may have type in the discussion column in the yellow mark, or you can also directly ask the questions, confirmations, consultation in the WhatsApp group we have. Okay, let me remind you again that I'm going to show you here actually the things that you're gonna, the samples. Okay, samples of the what you're gonna write in the table. Okay, here is actually the examples. I have listed the examples here. I show you the examples because last week I just show you the blank one, and then I type it here. I write here week 6 because it's just example. So let me write here week okay, week 10. So in week 10 to week 11. Okay, in week 10, week 11, last week I told you about 5 main things you're gonna write in the tables. The first one is the references. The second one is the problems. And then the third one is research methods. And then the fourth one is important results. And the last one is conclusion. All these informations are in the articles. Okay, are in the articles. Okay, so let me show you. Here is, okay, but before that you have to write down the name here, or group members name here, and then students ID, also institutions. And here is the examples. Like I told you last week, that in writing references, before you go on further in the content of the article, you have to have a look at who is the author, or who are the authors, and then year of publications, the title of the articles, the journal name, and then the volume, and then the issue, and then pages. So from page 1 of so the pages, and then where did you get the sources? So you could attach the URL here. So where did you get it? Okay, so remember the authors' names. Okay, write down the author's name. Last week I have shown you how to write the author's name. Write first the last name, and then followed up the initials of the first names to the middle names. And then if it has, or it consists of 2 or 3 or more authors, then you have to identify writing the authors by writing N here before the last authors. And then year of publication in brackets. So remember, the year of publication is the articles published from 2011 to 2021. And then the article's name, or the article's title, Okay, have a look at here. Here, the example I provide for you, because this is for it's like I am in the writing. For example, I am in a writing group. So writing. So writing is the keywords, the main keywords. And then online learning is the main keywords. Social media is no sub keywords. And the social media sub keywords, and digital technology also sub keywords. So have a look at here. If you find out the articles, which is the title of article is writing, for example, writing, okay. Okay, writing, the main keyword, and then social media. Okay, social media is the sub keywords. If you you search the articles which consist of two keywords or two or three keywords like I highlight here, so you could take that article as your references or the sources of your information. Okay, so this one, and then the title, and then the journal name. Remember, the journal name should be written in italic one. Okay, and also the volume of the article should be written in the italic one. And the issue is written like usual. And don't forget to have a look at the pages. The pages of the articles entitled Teaching Writing by Using Social Media for High School Students in Indonesia is range from page 98 to 112. Remember, if it consists of the more than one pages, you have to write down P and P. Okay, PP. Okay, paper pages. And then so you retrieve from where you have to attach here. Where did you get the articles? And then the second things after you write the references is that, so these references are based on the APA styles way in writing references. So it's easier for you later on to copy and paste to your paper. Just like that's why you have to write it in a proper way. The articles, references, and the problems, also research method, important results and conclusion, to make you easier in compiling, synthesizing the paper, the writing in the paper as the project. And then the problem is usually, you could have a look at the problems to find out the problems is usually in the abstract, the first or second statement of the abstract, and the first one or the second statement, and then also sometimes is written in the introduction, or usually written in the introduction. Okay, usually in the question mark, usually in the statement form. So, and then the research method, this is the key or the core of actually what we are going to have a look at. The answer. So in the research method, also some is usually stated, or not is usually, yeah, it's usually stated or always stated in the abstract, and also many or occasions the writer or the authors write in the method, in the content of the paper or the article. So you may search the answer of research method use of the use in the abstract, also in the method. Remember, if you, so there consisted, you have to list or paraphrase. You have to paraphrase the research methods used in the article, or the author, or so in the article written by Ismail and co-authors. Here you have to identify by highlighting the research method used. Why? Because actually it's easier for you to rank which are the most used research method. So, and it's followed by the narrations. Okay, the narrations. So experimental quantitative, the approach is quantitative, the method used is experimental design. How do you define or find out this one? You could have a look at here. It consists of the so the research is was conducted into groups, control group and experiment group. Okay, there was pre-test and post-test. Okay, and then through the experimental group, there were pre-test, treatment, and post-test. So remember, in the experimental group design, there are actually four main methods or types. There is a quasi-experimental, a true experimental, factorial design, and also the pre-test, pre-experimental research. So after looking at here, so there consists of two groups. There are two options. So you could write here true experimental or quasi-experimental. So here actually the samples. And after you narrate and then identify and highlight the research method, you come up with filling out the column of important results. The important results here, it's usually, so the answer actually you could see the answer in the abstract of the article or in the finding or discussions of the the article. And then after you identify the important results, now you come up with the conclusion. The conclusion is also sometimes written in the abstract, and most of the time are written in the conclusion part before the references of the articles. So that's actually the examples. And you're gonna write how many? Do you still remember how many articles you're gonna search? Yes, there are 20 articles. So there are 20 articles. Okay. This is the example. So remember, you have to highlight the research methods. Okay, and then we're gonna percentage it, and then we're gonna see and answer it. Answer the research question number 2. How do this research method or how are this research method operated? So I hope it's clearer now, but maybe some of you are still confused. Ma'am, I guess I find it difficult to find out the articles, 20 articles. 20 articles of the 20 articles of the 20 articles of for example, finding out the main keywords and sub keywords. It's easier actually. It's easier. So let me show you. So here is, okay, let me show you on how actually you could work through the looking up the articles in the on the internet through the platforms I show you, like Google Scholar, ResearchGate, and the Science Direct, Taylor Francis, and online. ePurposeNAS. So let's have a look at here. I'm gonna show you how to search. So it's easier. Okay. Okay, you have, it's easier. So you may just sit. So 20 articles is quite easy, because once you find out or you type the keywords, list of articles which is related to the keywords are displayed on the platforms. Okay, let me show you for examples here. Okay, let me share. Okay, let me share. All right, let me share here is, all right, I hope it's visible on your screen. All right, so through you have to open the new tab, and then for example, you're gonna write in the Science Direct. You're gonna search articles in the Science Direct. Science Direct. Okay, Science Direct. Yes. Okay, type the Science Direct, and then Okay, it's open now. Okay, so here is it. All right. Okay. So science direct. So you may write down the author's name or the journal title or the volume or the issue or the page, but because we don't have any clue yet about who are the authors or what is the titles, just type here the keywords. Okay. For example, you are in a group of listening. Okay. So if you are in the listening, you could write down here teaching and learning, listening through through social media, for example. So take one example of sub keywords: social media and online learning, for example. Just take one or two online learning. Okay, and then enter. Okay, loading results. Oh, no, if you don't find any, because here you mistype, so here learn. Okay, learning. Okay, let me try again. All right, so because we mistype the words, or we write down the incorrect word spelling. Okay, here there are list of articles which is in the focus of the keywords. So listening, social media, and online learning. Have a look at here, online learning, yes, but is it about listening or no? It's about midwifery, so skip it. So don't take it. And then, okay, nursing, online learning, no. Okay, learning to social media, yes, but it's not about listening. So if you find it complicated, so just like this, listening, listening through teaching or learning, listening through through social media. All right, so through social media, for example. Okay, teaching children's now, I guess it's not in the focus of list teaching. Okay, now it's okay here listening, but remember the focus is listening. If the articles telling you about more than one main skills, so don't take it. So just focus on the listening. So here, okay, rhetorical listening pedagogy. Okay, promoting communication across cultural and societal groups with video. Video is included in the technology or online way of learning and teaching. And I guess, so this article titles is included. You can take it as your references. And remember, have a look at the year of publication. It's 2019. It's in the coverage of our focus. Okay, so you could take this one as the sources of your references. And then, so because it has one main keyword, listening, and then one sub keyword, so video is included in the technology one. And then if you so you take it as one references and go down. Okay, have a look at here. Chinese ESL learners perceptual error of English connected speech, insights into listening comprehensions. Okay, we have the keywords listening, but we don't have the sub keywords, 3 sub keywords, so skip it. And then, okay, here, surfing the global network, how to incorporate ICT and social media in teaching and learning foreign languages. It's common. I mean, it's too general because the focus of our search is listening and social media. Social media and ICT are actually already okay there, but we don't have the main keywords of the skills that are that we are looking for. So for now, we only have one search which is related to the skills. Okay, if you find it complicated or find it hard, how about if you change the here? We have already have a look at learning listening skills. Okay, learning listening skill through social media. Okay, youth or young people. Okay, I guess we don't have the listening there. All right, listening. All right, listening skills. This one. Relationship between computer assisted language learning and listening skills of Iranian EFL. So this one, the second, you can take it as the second sources. Okay, or the second references. Have a look at the year of publication. It's 2011. So since the year of publications are from 2000 for the last 10 years, 2011 to 2021. Okay, second article. Because you're working in a group work, like one group consisted of 6 members, so you can split. Like one member will do his or her part or role searching, for example, 2 or 3 articles related, for example, to the main keywords, to the sub keywords. So you don't have to take all your your role to take or to search more than 20 articles, because you are in a one group, and one group must write or must search 20 articles. Okay, 20 articles. So you can work. So one member will search 2 or 3 or 4 articles, and the rest also will search the same, and then you compile, and then you discuss together, and then you list in the tables. And after that, for the next week, I'll show you on how to I'll check whether you have write down the introduction, and then the concept or main concept or the body, and then the conclusions. All right, so I guess it's clear. So if you so this is the platform Science Direct. Okay, so for listening. Okay, that's for listening. If you are in a speaking group, so just write down here speaking skill, speaking. If you are in a reading, write down here reading, and so on. So here is in a Science Direct. How about if you are you search through the Taylor and Francis. Okay, sorry, Francis Online. Actually, there are lots of ways or platform to search the articles to the platform, but because we have to focus, I share you only few platforms. So here, Taylor and Francis, 10th line. Okay, search the same like you do or you did in the Science Direct. Type the keywords like, for example, pronunciation. Pronunciation, learning or teaching pronunciation in online through digital technology. Okay, or through online learning, or through social media, or through digital technology. Okay, so here is, okay, have a look at here. There are 6,234 results, which is related to the keywords we are typing. But we have to have a look at one by one. So social media, yes. Pronunciation, yes. Okay, so this one, there consists of 2 keywords, and then for English as a foreign language, teaching and learning. And then these articles can be your sources or references, and the year of publication is 2017. Have a look at another one, or another other articles, titles. Technology, yes. Pronunciation, yes. But have a look at here. The year is 2002. 2002 is not in our coverage of search or search coverage. So it should be from 2011 to 2021. And then, okay, pronunciation, listening, okay. Focus on the pronunciation. Okay. Okay, I guess we don't have it. So for now we have one. Okay, this one. The effect of synchronous and asynchronous computer-mediated communication, learners' pronunciation achievement. Yes, and this article also can be your references because of the year publication is 2021. So I guess for searching the articles is easier. So you can go on through searching to Science Direct or Taylor and Francis and to directly to the Google Scholars or ResearchGate and so on and type the keywords. So for now, I guess you have to remember that you're gonna search 20 articles for one group and then list all the informations, 5 information. Remember the references, proper ways in writing references, and then you have to write down the problems of the research, and then the research methods. Don't forget to highlight the research method, and then the research method used, and then the important results and the conclusions. I hope that's clear, and I hope that next week I can have a look at your list of the articles 20 for each group, 7 groups. So I'm gonna check next week the 7 groups, and then the way you write everything's in the tables, and then we're gonna work through writing the paragraphs of articles. So we hope that before the end of, the week of the second week before the end of our meeting of final material, it's the articles of our the conceptual research or small scale research project of conceptual research of the project-based research. This semester is ready for the submission to the journal. And before that, we're going to have a look at the working to see to work in the initial screening. So I guess that's all for today, and I hope everyone staying healthy, staying safe, and everyone is happy and still motivated to study. Never give up. And I guess that's all, and I close. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.